The Devil All the Time is a movie I was looking forward because its director, Antonio Campos, made in 2016 the pretty good and pretty underwatched movie Christine. As it was to be expected, his new movie is full with great performance where all the actors achieve a very specific accent that very easily could come out as comedic or stereotypical, but thankfully that is not the case. Obviously, Robert Pattinson's performance stands out alongside Tom Holland, who gave us his best performance yet. Sometimes, when we watch an actor primarily known for playing a certain character, like Spider-Man, it can be difficult to not encapsulate such actor as that personality. Thankfully, Holland completely separates his performance in this movie from anything else he has done before, which is surprising because while I don't think he has done a poor job in any of the Marvel movies, I didn't know he was capable of achieving such dramatic performance so well. Although I will admit that there was one dialogue in one little scene where his voice cracks and we can hear for a brief moment something that resembles his normal voice. But again, it was just one line of dialogue, so it is not that big of a deal. But in general, his voice performance is really good, especially compared with his role in Onward, where he was really flat, like the rest of that movie. Now, something that characterizes Campos' works is how he shoots his actors being either compressed by their surroundings, creating the feeling that they are being oppressed by elements external to their control, or he shoots them from afar to give the location they are in a personality of their own. But with a higher budget, this movie features a lot more wider shots in open areas, taking advantage of the nicely looking landscapes, which provides that gothic vein to this movie. When it comes to the story, it takes a very critical approach to religion and the way it entangles with the poor and rural areas of the United States. We witness the people who in despair try but fail to connect to God. So while for some it is all part of God's plan, for others it is just the absence of it. Tom Holland's character is the child that exemplifies this, carrying in his journey the best and worst aspects of the community he lives in, which once hope is abandoned, loses track of the direction of their lives. However, this is an unbalanced movie with a well-paced first act that takes about 40 minutes to progress, which is all before Holland and Pattinson had even their first appearance. This leaves the rest of the movie with just an hour and a half to introduce most of the main cast and develop them. For that reason, some storylines, like the one with the stepsister, rush through the events around it. It is a shame that the movie didn't use to its advantage the fact that in a platform like Netflix, you can easily extend the runtime. As it is, the confrontations and outcomes that this story is building up to are not as strong as it could have been. Another problem is the narrator, who should have been minimized. More than a couple times, I feel like his inclusion was unnecessary, explaining things that the audience can figure out on their own. It's like the narrator forgets that this is a movie and that the emotions that are being explained to us can be achieved through the direction and performance of the actors alone. Finally, one plotline near the end connects with another through dumb luck, and another is resolved by incompetence. I think the last 20 minutes could have been written smarter than how it was presented. So, that was The Devil All the Time, and it is a good movie, but not great, although I'm now interested in observing how Tom Holland's career develops. That was all from me. Thanks for watching.